PSG president saying about Kylian Mbappe's future that he's going to stay in Paris, we're never going to sell him, he'll never leave on a free. Mbappe has everything he needs in Paris. Where can he go? What club, in terms of ambition, can compete with PSG today? Now, yesterday we talked about which clubs could compete and all about this ambition. But essentially, Jules, we're talking about the player here, and regardless of what the president says, it is going to come down to the player's decision in the end, isn't it?
Of course, and Kylian Mbappe is in a very, very strong position. He has 1 year left on his contract. PSG can offer him whatever they want, the contract of his life, employ his mum and dad, giving a professional contract to his 11-year-old brother. If he says no, he says no, and then he will be free to talk to any clubs on January the 1st, 2022. So Nasser Al-Khelaifi can say whatever he wants, unless Kylian Mbappe sign a contract for life, which he's never going to do. There will be a point, and this could be as soon as this summer, maybe on a free next summer, that Kylian Mbappe will leave PSG. But right now, for sure, Kylian Mbappe has all the cards in his hands.
Obviously, Kylian Mbappe continues to be linked with Real Madrid, Sid, and you're seeing it in the papers a lot. Do you think that is still the #1 priority for Florentino Perez when he would be able to bring a player like that in?
Absolutely, and I think Real Madrid will try this summer, and I think they will hope that the leverage that they have because of the fact that there's only 1 year left on Mbappe's contract will give them an opportunity to sign him this summer. But they will then believe that if they don't get him this summer, if they can convince him to not sign a new deal, they will then be in the best possible position to get him on a free next summer, which isn't to say that he'd be cheap, because of course his wages would be huge, signing on bonuses would be huge, all of those kind of things, but they would be very keen to get him next summer if they couldn't do it this summer. Madrid are also, though, very conscious of not pushing too hard with Paris Saint-Germain, of not creating a reaction from Paris Saint-Germain. And I think in that sense they will try to do this in a way that keeps everybody more or less happy. But the bottom line, as you rightly say, is it's down to the player. And Paris Saint-Germain can't do very much about it. What the one thing they could do, I suppose, is to threaten to say, well, we'll leave him in the stands for a year. Well, then it becomes a question of will. And does Mbappe have the willpower to say, okay, well, let's do that then? Let's see what impact that has on you in the long term, whether players ever really want to go to Paris Saint-Germain again. And as for that question about which clubs can offer more than Paris Saint-Germain, well, maybe in financial terms, lots of clubs can't. But I think in footballing terms, in lifestyle terms, in terms of ambition, I think there are lots of clubs out there that are every bit as attractive as PSG. In fact, I would say I could think of 7 or 8 that are more attractive than PSG, at least in footballing terms, maybe not financial ones.
I wonder what Jules has got to say about that. Jules, what I am going to ask you is a percentage on the likelihood of Kylian Mbappe still being at PSG in 2022.
Well, he can finish the season next season. It will be 2022 at PSG. So I think it's 100% that he will be there next season. I really don't think he will leave this summer. I don't think anyone has the money, even with 1 year left on his contract, to go and sign him. However, if he doesn't extend his contract, and despite the club telling us that it's quite positive, there's a big chance as well that he says, hey, listen, you know what, I don't want to sign a new one, so I will go on a free in the summer 2022. And then in 2022, he wouldn't be at the club anymore.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.